prior to 1966, the cancer rate death was 1 in 50. After 1966, the end of the early 70s, it was 1 in 3.
All that quickly? Wow.
So something happened in 1966. So I go back and I look at, first of all, it had to be diet related. So it had to be associated with the USDA, the agricultural group, because that's where our food comes from. Those guys are in control.
You bet.
So what I found was in 1966, Lyndon Johnson was thrust into the Vietnam War. He couldn't get money to fight the Vietnam War because Congress wouldn't give it to him without a declaration of war. So it appears that he went to the USDA and told them that he needed money and he was going to cut off the corn subsidy to the farmers because he, as the executive, had control over that. And the USDA came back, countered, and said, you can't do that, you'll bankrupt these farmers.
Right.
But we have this enzymatic process that just came out of Japan that allows us to convert our corn sugars into fructose, high fructose corn syrup.
Okay.
Up until that time, it was not allowed in our food system.
But what would be the benefit at that time, high fructose corn syrup? Why?
It was all economics.
You could produce more and sell it for cheaper, kind of a thing?
It's the same as corn growers growing ethanol for the gas industry.
Right.
It was a way of generating revenue for the corn farmers because he was going to take money away from them on the subsidies.
Yeah.
So it gave them another revenue stream. So Johnson agreed to introduce high fructose corn syrup into our food supply. Fructose is a poison. Always has been. It's a chronic poison.
So there is no natural fructose that exists?
Sure,
Yes,
no,
in
no,
fruits. But
Fructose
fructose, what you're
is-
talking about, fructose, not the high fructose corn syrup, fructose
All
by itself.
fructose.
All fructose.
All, whether it's in fruit, whether it's in
Oh.
sugar, doesn't
Oh.
make any difference.
Okay.
Fructose cannot be used by a single cell in your body.
Huh.
But it gives us the desire of sweetness.
Yeah.
That's where we get it from. So it's a psychological thing that we need fructose to give us sweetness. So when you ingest fructose, it's converted into tags, triglycerides. They call it the Kopp's disease here in the United States.
COPPS or CO?
Policeman.
Oh, Kopp's disease.
Kopp's.
Oh, Kopp's, the
Kopp's,
policeman.
yeah,
Yes,
the policeman.
Kopp's. Yeah.
So they call it the Kopp's disease because Kopp's always had a problem with their blood work. Their triglyceride levels were also high.
You bet, yeah.
Because they spent too much time in donut shops.
Yeah.
That was the the joke.
Yeah.
Well, it turns out that all of our triglyceride levels and eventually LDL cholesterol all comes from fructose. It doesn't come from animal fats. So the food pyramid is wrong. Deadly wrong.
Yeah.
So when they tell you to eat high levels of fruits, that's keeping the doctors and the pharmaceutical companies in great business because you're going to have an inflammatory disease. So when we talk about fructose, and it's always a sensitive subject because it's nature's candy. Say, I'm not giving up my oranges or my peaches or my dates, my plums, and because it tastes good. It's human desire. It's no coincidence, in my mind, that Eve ate the fruit of the tree and introduced inflammatory disease into the human race.
I find that
that
so easy to blame. Thank you so much. I thought it was me.
No, and I blame Adam for hiding behind the tree and watching her eat that fruit, knowing full well that was what was going to happen. So that's always a pet peeve with me is that coward Adam standing there not say you go first.
Yeah.
But it turns out that fructose in all forms, table sugar is 50% glucose, 50% fructose.
And that makes it sucrose.
Sucrose.
Yeah.
Glucose is used by every cell in your body. Your brain has to have it. That's where we get the energy for the conversion ADP to ATP in a mitochondria. Fructose isn't used by a single cell. When you consume fructose, it goes goes to the liver, it's converted into tags, which is triglycerides. Then once the triglyceride level hits a certain level in your bloodstream, your liver converts that into LDL cholesterol, which is the bad cholesterol. That's where we get it from. People who take fruit out of their diet have very, very low cholesterols. I've eaten bacon and eggs for the last 45 years of my life every morning for breakfast. Mm-hmm. Bacon and eggs. Mm-hmm. My cholesterol is 148 total. To me, that's a little low. I think cholesterol levels should be up in the 250s, 260 ranges.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
We have to have it. It's the majority of what makes up the mass in our brains.